I have another anime suggestion for you. This one's called Somali and the Forest Spirit. It came out a couple years ago, I think. But it's. Have you ever heard of the Dad Simulator games that you can play, like God of War or The Last of Us? This anime is kind of like that, where it's more so. I guess maybe not more so, but it's told from the perspective of a golem, a mystical, magical creature, and he stumbles upon a little human girl, and he takes it upon himself to take care of her, basically become this girl's father. And her name is Somali, of course. The art is it's an anime, and the art is very, very dreamlike, very surreal, kind of similar to Studio Ghibli, but it's more pastel or watercolor. I think watercolor is the better way to describe it. All the art is it's very bright. It's very fantastical. It's pretty. It's like dreamlike. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's being like fantastical. It's beautiful. I can't think of the word right now, but it's very beautiful. So the anime is not very high risk. There are some instances. Give me 1 second. How about this? So humans aren't really, so monsters kind of run the world. So golems, minotaurs, I don't know, pretty much anything and everything under the sun is in this world, and they live together in a monster society. It's pretty cool. But humans, the monsters tried incorporating humans into their society, but the humans were terrified of monsters, and they resisted violently. And so a war broke out, and well, the monsters are just stronger than the humans, just physically and stuff. And so the humans got absolutely crushed, almost wiped off from the face of the earth. What was left were eaten, and is considered a delicacy. You know, it's a little dark, but and so Mr. Gollum, he doesn't really have a name. He's just called Mr. Gollum, and Somali are on a quest to find humans and to hopefully return Somali to a human society where she doesn't have to fear being literally eaten. And despite as intense as that premise, or as that the idea that haunts them throughout this journey, it's not that deep, or not deep, not that the stakes aren't all that intense. They have together they go on adventures, and Mr. Gollum needs money, so he's like a waiter at a restaurant for a while. Smalley's oh gosh, she must be like 8-ish. It's hard to tell. I think she's around 8. I'm not sure, but she has all the energy of a little child. She's always getting into trouble. It's pretty cute, very sweet. So during this episode where the Golem is the waiter, Smiley and the son of the restaurant owner run around, and they get into so much trouble. They go to this forbidden, like, depth area to get a flower, because Somali loves her father, and she wants to get him something nice, because he's working all day trying to make money for the both of them. And they meet some friends, and they eventually do get that flower. Oh no, I spoiled it. Dang it. And then Mr. Gollum has to, does he punish Somali for disobeying and putting herself at risk? Does he thank her? Does he acknowledge how much she loves him as her father? Because she went through all that just to get him this beautiful little flower. It's very cute, very cute. And the relationship between the twos, the Gollum, so in this universe, Golems are, well, they're made out of rock and whatnot, and they live for exactly 1,000 years, and their job is to take over, or not take over, job is to watch over a area of land, so like a little grove, and they just make sure that everything runs as nature intended it, and they'll help out. Maybe they'll plant some flowers, clear some weeds, help out an animal now and then, but they mainly want to make sure that nature goes uninterrupted. You know what I mean? And so they'll just say somebody comes to cut down some trees, they'll resist, and they'll protect their little grove. And they're really, really powerful. They're probably like the strongest creatures, or close to it, in this universe. But since nobody bothers them, they just kind of exist. Anyways, Mr. Gollum, as he's sitting in his grove, he's like 995 years old or something, like 98, something like that. So he's close to his time, and he finds a little girl who's wandered into his grove, and well, she's not supposed to be there. She's not part of his grove. She's not part of the nature, so he doesn't really know what to do there. So since he only has like a year or two left, he decides, I might as well help out this little girl, try to take her back to humanity, and deliver maybe to her parents, for lucky, if not just to a group of humans. And so he leaves his grove, and they go on their adventure. He's very, I'm not sure what the word is. There's a word to describe this personality trait, but he's very stoic. He doesn't have much emotions. Actually, he doesn't have any emotions, according to him. He's very logical. He's very direct. He doesn't really have a sense of humor. He doesn't have a sense of humor. It's like talking to a sentient rock, honestly. And part of his character growth on this journey is that he learns to express himself. He learns to become the father that Somali needs. And Somali is, she's just a cute little girl. She gets into trouble. She chases the cats and gets lost. She kind of helps Mr. Gollum find meaning to the rest of his life. I don't want to spoil it too much because it's pretty emotional, especially when at the end of the anime when certain things happen. But basically, how was this? I'll say this is a big spoiler. But Mr. Gollum's time runs out, and his 1,000 years runs out, and he should decay, he should be gone, but he's not, and he doesn't really know why, and now he has to live without knowing when he will expire. He has to live for Somali. That's really sweet, and it's kind of how, how everybody lives. Nobody knows when they'll expire. Not exactly. But now he has a purpose besides just taking care of his grove. And his purpose is, of course, his daughter, Somali. It's very cute. It's a good little short anime. I recommend it.